Let me be the one to ease your mind. Let me be the one to ease your mind. Let me be the one to ease your mind. Let me be the one to ease your mind. Let me be the one to ease your mind. Let me be the one to. Just calling y'all to attention, bringing all the spirits in the room, aligning the spirit. So I'm gonna see. Hey, how are you? How are you? Yes, loves. Okay, so I'm just gonna get right into it. As you can see by the title, it says, remove the veil from your eyes and see the truth. You know, I really feel like this is a message that has to be given today. It's time for us all to grow and come into our awakening. You know, and the main thing that's stopping everyone, a lot of us from growing and getting to that next level is our eyes are crowded with things that are not true. You know, we're not believing what really is going on in our lives. You know, we're not really believing what is going on when we look at this person. We're making up too many excuses for what's really happening out here. You know, and I don't mean just in the world, on the news. I mean just in your own personal life and with your neighbor. You know, I feel like for me, I really had to realize like, oh, okay, this really is not truthful. You know, that's like for quick as like just an example, like, you know, certain things are right and wrong. Like if you know, okay, this person is married and I go sleep with their husband, you know, and I know I'm getting right into it, but I just really want y'all to understand the depthness of what I'm saying. You know, and I go sleep with this person's husband. I can't look at myself and really say that was not wrong of me to do. I can have compassion for myself and say, you know, I was in a space of, oh my gosh, you know, I really needed something. I have daddy issues, you know, I really wasn't in my right mind. All of that is okay because you should have compassion for yourself. But to just make yourself feel like what you did was not wrong is what's stopping a lot of our awakenings, a lot of our spiritual development, a lot of our spiritual evolution, because we won't call it like we see it. You know, this world is made up of so many illusions that we have gotten comfortable with just living behind the lie. And when you live behind the lie, you're allowing your light to be clouded with darkness. Sometimes the truth hurts, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like a lot of us are not, like they be like, you know, you think your shit don't stink, you know, or you don't want to smell your own shit. You know, it's just that true. You know, a lot of us don't really want to accept and acknowledge what we're really doing, what's really going on. And it's just really like, it's time for us to really just be honest with ourselves about what's really going on so we can grow. It's time to grow. It's time to get going. It's time to get a move on. And you can't grow if you're holding on to lies. If you're holding on to lies, like it's so many times we are pointing the finger. We pointing the finger at this person. We pointing the finger at that person. We don't understand how this person is living like this. But how are you living? How are you living? How are you being honest with yourself? Do you lie to, like, I think that was something that the spirit told me last year. It was like, you know, you want so many people to be honest with you, but are you being 100% honest with yourself? You know, are you really being honest with yourself? I might say I'm gonna do this, and then when the day come, I don't do it. You know, I might say, oh, I'm gonna stop doing that, but then when the time come, I don't stop it. And it's like, that's your truth. Like, if your truth is being clouded by lies because you don't really want to admit to what you're doing, you're stopping yourself from growing. You know, it's okay to have compassion. You should have compassion, because when you have compassion for the crust that's been in your eyes, when you really couldn't see that, oh, I was doing this and it wasn't the right things for me to do. It's really living in truth, living in my art. You know, really, really being honest with yourself and knowing when to draw the line through right and wrong, because all truths, everything is not subjective. Some things are really concrete. Like if I slap you, you gonna know I slapped you. I'm not gonna be able to say, oh, I kind of slapped you. I didn't really mean to slap you. It really wasn't like that. No, we gotta stop twisting the truth. We gotta stop twisting what's really going on. And the more you stop twisting what's really going on, the more that you can really, really grow and evolve as an individual. You can grow spiritually. You can really open your third eye, which is your first eye. Open your first eye and see what is really going on with you. See what's going on in the world and evolve. Don't allow situations to hold you back. You know, and I see that so much in our community. A lot of us are living in lies. We're living a lie, like a straight up lie. We're making all these excuses for why this isn't going right for our life, why that isn't going right for them. And it's like, no, just be honest with yourself. It is okay. It's okay. You know, I had a friend and I was wondering, I was like, why when we watching this show, he can't really say what is really on the screen? Why is it so hard for you to say, oh, this person, like, okay, I'm not going to say what exactly happened, but I don't know. I just realized it's hard for people to really say what happened. It's hard for people to really, really be honest what happened. And I don't know if it's because you feel like if you admit what happened, you're going to have to go back into your life and rewrite your wrongs. But that's okay. That is a part of growing. You have to rewrite your wrongs. That's the only way that you are really going to get to that higher level of consciousness. You can't keep making up excuses for when you did something wrong to a person and you are filling yourself with pride and ego saying that, oh no, I did this because A, B, and C. No, you were wrong. You may have a reason why you did it, and that's okay. You can accept the reason why you did it. You should accept the reason why you did it, because by you accepting why you did it, you will understand why someone else is doing it. That's compassion, but you don't have to stay there. You have to grow, and the only way you grow is by acceptance. Like I was wondering, why is it so hard for people to admit the truth? And I was like, you know, I just went back into my mind of when I used to have a hard time admitting what was going on in front of me. And I was like, you know, it's comfortability. It's comfortability. A lot of us are comfortable with the lies. We like, oh no, that feel good. That feel too good for me to try to act like that ain't what that really is. I'd rather just act like it's okay. Because if I admit that that's wrong, then this other stuff that I'm doing over here to the left, I'm going to have to check that. And it's like, why don't you just check yourself? Why wait for the world to check you? Why wait for your soul to start eating you from the inside out before you start checking your own behavior? Because it has to get checked. Your flesh will lie to you. You will lie to yourself all the time, because society is going to have you thinking that everything that you're doing is the right thing to do because he doing it, she doing it, they doing it, we all doing it. But all of them is really suffering with something deep down inside. And we are making covenants with people who are also doing the wrong thing. That's all that's happening. But you don't really know what battles that person is dealing with when they go home. So it's like you might as well admit that, hey, y'all, we shouldn't do this. You know, like when I was in college and I used to experiment with different stuff, because we didn't all experimented, whether it was weed, whether it was some type of drugs and stuff. I can't just sit up here and be like, oh, I shouldn't have did. That was the best thing to do. I can say, you know, I had fun. I wanted to experience, but I can't act like that is something that I should be doing every day. I have to be honest with myself. You know, and this is not to point the finger and make you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm a bad person. No, you are a growing person. But the only way you're going to grow is if you admit. The only way you're going to have compassion for others is if you admit when you were in that same space as them. That's it. You've been there. We all done been there. But how we gonna evolve if I can't say, you know what, I used to lie to myself too. I can't be mad at you because you have a hard time telling the truth. You know, I don't have to be with you. I don't have to be with you, but I also don't have to judge you and condemn you and make you feel like you doing something that I just can't fathom. You know, because where is the spiritual growth and evolution in that? There is none. There is none. You're still living in an illusion yourself because you don't want to act like you was there too. You know? And another thing is, I think sometimes when we realize, okay, I'm not there no more, we want to separate ourselves. We just want to go running. We want to run. Oh, we got to dip. I'm not with this. This person is just too far behind. I don't have time for them. No, that's not the answer. That's not the answer. One thing that's not the answer is you don't have to just be around that person 24/7. That is 100% true. But you don't have to just act like that person is all alone. Because that's where you go wrong. If you have came to a level of enlightenment to where you can really admit, I learned from that situation, the least you can do is try to push that person to their awakening. You don't have to be there and hold their hand the whole way, but you can push them as much as you can because you would wish that you had somebody to push you. A lot of y'all either came to it from yourselves through a channeling with yourself and the Most High. Some of y'all might have been on YouTube. Some of y'all might have been graced to just receive some wisdom from somebody. You know, but we all need help because a lot of us are going through the same things. And if you feel like you have to abandon everybody that you feel like they still need help, you're going to always be by yourself. You're always going to be by yourself because you're not showing enough compassion. I'm not saying let these people deplete you. Hell no. But just be there as much as you can for them. I'm not saying sleep with these people. Stop sleeping with the help. Stop it. Stop it. If you know that you are growing and you are evolving, why is you sleeping with the help? You may really just be called to help this person and that's it. That's all. You know, they may be a little attractive, but baby, they're going to take you down. They're going to take you all the way down. You don't need that. You didn't been there. Why I want to go back to who I was 3 and 4 years ago? You don't. You don't. You know what I'm saying? You don't. And it's okay. But that is having a higher level of awareness. If you are a healer, you have to have discipline. You got to learn to whip your own desires and needs that you know is not going to benefit you for the future. And that is a challenge. I won't lie to you. That is a challenge. But that's it. Heavy is the crown for the anointed. It's not just going to be easy because if it was easy, everybody will be walking in their anointing. Everybody would have the veil lifted off of their eyes. It's not just going to be easy. And I'm not saying it is because it's not. But that's what's going to make you stronger. That's what's going to make you wiser. That's what's going to make you the guru. That's what's going to make you the one who is going to be heavily sought after. That's what's going to make you different. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to make you different. People need to know that, okay, this person knows, but this person still loves me. You know? And a lot of people going to want some of your energy. A lot of people going to want to sleep with you. And I know I don't even know why I'm getting into it, but it's true. It's honest. It's honest. When you have that anointing, when you have that glow, when you know, oh, they want it. They want it. Everybody want it. The men going to want it. The girls going to want it. The dang on ones that ain't never gonna have a chance gonna want it. It's because they want a shortcut. Something in them spiritually feels like if I just get beside them, then you know what I got going on, it ain't even existing no more. That's a damn lie. That's a whole lie. It still exists. That's why I say don't let them get too close, but just let them know that I still got love for you. I still love you. Because you got to keep the love alive in your heart, you guys. I'm never going to come on here and I pray to God I never come on here and give y'all no twisted messages of superiority or hate or let that person just figure it out on their own, because it takes a community. We need unity in our community. It takes a village to raise an adult, not just a village to raise a child. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be around. Remove the crust from your eyes. If you know that what that person did was wrong, admit it. And I think a lot of us, we have been raised in so much wrongness. We are around family members and friends, and our community is promoting so much negativity. It gets to a point to where it is kind of hard to say that ain't really right. I get it, because we're being brainwashed every single day. And that's why you have to ground yourself in truth. You have to take time to meditate for yourself. You have to journal. You have to be able to discern. Discern means to be able to judge clearly. You have to have discernment. This is what is going to help save your soul. Not when you die, but today. Today. This is what's going to help heal your depression today. This is what's going to help remove the stress from you, because it's some truths that want to come out. And when the truths don't come out, the anxiety comes, the inflammation comes, the depression comes, because you suppressing emotions. You're suppressing the truth. I've had to cry so many truths out. But guess what? It makes me better. I get back up 10 feet taller. Because, I mean, it don't hurt. It don't feel necessarily good when you find out, damn, I was wrong. Dang, I should have did this better. I mean, it don't feel good. But guess what? It's a humbling experience. It's a humbling experience. It's okay. You don't know everything. It's okay. Your mama probably was like this. Your daddy probably was like this. Everybody in your family probably like this. So I understand why you may be like this too. So you should too. But that don't mean you should stay there. You know, somebody has to be the one willing to live in the light. Because if not, the world will continue to get cast with darkness. Darkness, because nobody wants to live in the light. The light, oh, it's so bright. I mean, come on now. The truth hurts sometimes, but the truth can be beautiful if everybody learns to live in the truth. We can have more love and compassion on this earth. It can be really beautiful. But and I think for me, it's hard for me when it's like, oh, I know the truth. But if I bring this truth up to this room of people, they all gonna look at me like I'm crazy. I have lost so many fights in the physical because I knew the truth, but they wouldn't accept it. So it made me look like we gonna just dismiss her. Pretty much, we just gonna dismiss her. She with all that other stuff that's not true, whatever. We know what's going on. It's always going to be that fight. It's always going to be that negative and positive fight, because sometimes, you know, the negativity can outweigh the positivity, because that's what's really going on here on earth. A lot more negativity is rising. So the people who come and speak positively, I wouldn't say it's foreign, but again, it's sought after. It's sought after, and some people seek after it in envy and not truth and righteousness. And that's why I say don't let a lot of them get close to you. Don't sleep with them, because they're not all the way there yet. You know what I'm saying? But I really felt called to come and have that conversation with y'all. Keep evolving. Keep growing. Go to meditate. Go to the park. Go to the beach. Go places where you can ground yourself and you can hear the Most High talk to you. Because the Most High will check you. And one way I feel like, do this. The next time you start overanalyzing somebody else's behavior, keep analyzing. Keep going. Keep going. Ask God to show me, what is it about this person? I don't get it. What is it? What is it? What is it? Keep going in that thought. And I promise you that thought gonna come right back to you. It's gonna come right back to you. And you're gonna be like, oh, dang, that's what it is? Oh, yeah, I remember that. Or, oh, yeah, I remember I grew from that. It's going to come right back to you, because the things that we are facing as a society are not abnormal. We all go through the same struggles as a human being. It's just who is willing to actually accept the truth so you can grow from it. You know, so you don't feel like, oh, I'm an anomaly. I'm the only one who gets it. I'm the only one going through this. No, you're not the only one going through it. You may be one of the few people who are actually sitting back and analyzing it. And that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Keep going. But make sure that when you go deep into somebody else, don't stop till it come back to you. Don't stop till it come back to you, because we are all one. We are all connected. Let it come back to you. Do it. You know what I'm saying? Do it, because then you will be able to understand people's traumas, their pains, their struggles better. Because somewhere in your life, you've had trauma, you've had struggles, and you've experienced pain. So remove the veil from your eyes. You know, some stuff is just not okay. And don't be afraid to stand alone in your truth and your righteousness. Ain't nobody said you perfect, but don't be afraid to stand alone in your truth and your righteousness, because that can sometimes be a scary place. But I tell you, I live there. And when I don't outwardly express that I live there, I keep my mouth shut. I be quiet. I don't say nothing, because every battle ain't one for you. Everyone is not one for you, because some people are so behind that veil. Child boo, they'll be then dismissed you, threw you to the left, cussed you out. How dare you? So quick. And it's like, I just was trying to help. You know, I just was trying to help you see. But unless that person is ready to see, what they say, don't wake a beast. Don't awake a sleeping beast. Don't do it. Let them wake up by themselves. Like kind of try to wake them up, but don't directly try to wake them up. Some people you just can't. You gotta like really have discernment to feel like, okay, is the door open? Is the door open? Can I kind of say this? You know, don't necessarily think, will they receive it? But think, is the door open? If the door is shut, don't do it. If the door is cracked, maybe. That don't mean they're going to get it that day, but that means that you dropped the seed and they may get it in the future. They may have to go get more revelations and more downloads to connect to the truth that you are trying to get them to see. You know, it doesn't mean that, oh, it's just all out the window, but don't do it for people who's not receiving it, because you're wasting your time and you're going to get angry. You're going to feel like, woe me, and it's no need. It's no need. Know who you are. If you've been called to be a leader, if you have been called to be somebody who is more spiritually developed, more spiritually awakened, know who you are and find your tribe and understand the rest of the people you just have to help. Period. You just have to help. You are a more wiser soul. It is okay. You know, but know who you are. Don't let them take you down. Don't run from them, because you're going to run right back into them. You know, because they everywhere. We everywhere. We all have more healing to do. And just keep the veil off your eyes. Sometimes it's staying, but you're going to get to the point to where you are so elevated, but you want to keep your humility with you. You don't want to be one of those conscious people that, I know that. I don't know why they doing this. I know. It's no humility in that. And that's why I say don't turn your back from them. Because if you rise up and don't take the people with you, baby, you're going to be one lonely soul. You're going to be lonely. You just are. You're going to be lonely. You're going to be like, well, why? Woe me. Oh my gosh, I feel so alone in the world. And it's like, no, you forgot where you came from. You forgot who your family was. That's all that is. You know? So stay humble. Stay who you are. A teacher, a preacher, a coach, a meditation. You know, whoever you are, stay who you are and keep growing and keep evolving. Have compassion. And when you judge that person, look at them all the way through until it comes back to you. Don't stop. Even if it takes you an hour, even if it takes you 2 hours, keep going. Ask for assistance, because that's how you get into the deep psychology of the people. That's how you connect the dots. We all connected, you know. But that's all I wanted to say, y'all. I love y'all. I really do. I just want the best for all of us. I want the best for all of us. You know, that's it. That's all. So, peace out. Get that crust out your eyes.